Welcome back. Now, every parent likes to spoil their child on their birthday, buy a few presents, put some balloons up, maybe hire in some entertainment. But when is it too much? Mum Sarah Burge is spending a whopping £30,000 on her daughter Poppy's 8th birthday party. Includes a gift for Poppy of plastic surgery vouchers valued at £8,000.
Plus, other children attending will also be able to enter a prize draw to win a £1,000 plastic surgery voucher of their very own. Sarah, who says 8 is the new 18, joins us now, along with parenting expert Liz Fraser.
And as we debate this, you can tell us who you're siding with by voting on our worm. You can see it at the bottom of the screen as we go. Go to itv.com/this morning. So welcome. And see, you've been here before. You spent £51,000 last year on plastic surgery. Yourself.
I think it might have been more than that, actually.
Right, OK.
Yeah.
And last year you gave Poppy £6,000 breast enlargement as a voucher.
Vouchers, yes.
Yeah, and then you've got this big party coming up now. So I think the first question for everyone watching would be, where does the money come from? Have you got a fantastic job? I mean, how can you afford to do this?
Well, I'm a very successful businesswoman. I'm the associate of many plastic surgery companies around the world, and all these vouchers that I get given to me for free.
Right.
So I don't actually pay for them, and I'm actually investing in my children's future by obtaining these vouchers whilst I'm in a position to do so that they can either cash them in when they're older.
Would you say that, when you say you're investing in their future, would you say your future is brighter if you have surgery? Is that the message you're putting out there, then?
No, I'm giving Poppy the opportunity, if she so wishes to do so, have surgery from the age of 18, or she can cash them in and take herself off to university and become the professional person that she wants to be.
So we've got shots of Poppy, who's in our green room this morning, and she looks absolutely lovely, and she's got a party coming up very soon. There she is, absolutely gorgeous. So what are you saying she needs to have done when she's 18? What's going to make her better?
I'm not saying she needs to have anything done when she's 18. In fact, I think perhaps you should ask her that as well. What I'm saying is that she can become the professional that she wants to be when she's older.
Do you have to have plastic surgery to be a professional?
No, she wants to be a plastic surgeon because she...
Do you have to have plastic surgery to be a plastic surgeon?
Absolutely not, but she sees me work with people who are disfigured through accident, disease or genetic traits that they're not happy with, and I help them to have a more aesthetically pleasing life.
But if my mum gave me a voucher for my favourite shop, the chances is I'm going to go in there and spend that voucher in that shop because my mum's given that to me.
Right.
So she's giving her consent and blessing to spend that there. At 8 years old, do you think she's really going to be able to differentiate between the two things? I'm not so sure. I mean, she looks at you, who've clearly had a lot of plastic surgery and it works for you, and I don't know whether at 8, I can understand, I have nothing against plastic surgery, I think it's great, and if that's what you want to do, fine. But to be 8 and to be even thinking about that, shouldn't she just be thinking about being with her friends?
Well, actually, I mean, this is where people sort of, like, don't quite get it, because surely the majority of children who sort of are clued up about life today, then they will surely know what their parents do for a living. So if I was a hairdresser, then she would probably know a lot about hair. If I was a mechanic, she would probably know about blooming exhaust pipes or whatever. But I'm in the plastic surgery industry, so she knows a lot about plastic surgery.
Having a haircut and cutting yourself open and enhancing your boobs and, you know, lifting yourself and changing...
Well, not these days there isn't.
Really?
No, I mean, that's the reality of life. Everyone's
thinks.
interested in it.
What do I think? I don't even know where to start. I mean, the first thing I think to say is, Sarah, you're clearly you speak very clearly. You're a woman who has a brain, clearly, and you use it. But what you do with your money and what you do with your child is completely up to you, and I would never tell you what to do.
I think I'm going to go to sleep because I've heard all this before. It's just so boring, to be honest.
It's so boring, you know. I would rather you didn't go to sleep, and I'd rather you listen to
I will go to sleep.
What we're discussing this morning. And the far greater question here is the message that is being sent to very young children who are being told, you're basically saying to your daughter, and I've read the things that you've said, you will not be happy with your body when you get older. Hold on a minute. No. Because you've had a nice long chat. And therefore, I'm putting this money for you so that when you're unhappy with your body, you will be able to improve it, which is exactly the opposite message of what one is supposed to be saying to a child to build their self-confidence, which is, you're fine just as you are. You know, you're beautiful, and there is much more to life when you're 8 years old than worrying about how you look. I met your daughter in the green room earlier, and I thought she was a lovely child. I went up and I shook her hand, she shook my hand. And what was so shocking to me at that time, meeting her, having seen the photographs that we've all just seen as well, the photographs of you and her posing together, wrapped up naked in plastic
What do you mean
stuff, which
naked?
was hang on, wrapped up in.
Excuse
And
me.
the very strange thing was to contrast that, which to me really turned my stomach, actually, and I found was sort of semi-pornographic.
Well, excuse me, you're turning my stomach because you clearly know nothing about me or my life.
Well,
and I don't know where you bought your parenting advice from.
Just, if I could just finish. Was
don't-
meeting
don't-
this
no,
little
excuse
girl.
me,
Try-
don't-
let's
no,
try
no,
and
no,
love
no,
meeting.
people
Sarah,
only know half the story.
No, but
Just
you
a minute, I'm
can't-
about to say something very
We've
nice.
only got about a minute
Just
and a half,
finish.
but let me just
Was
say
meeting
to
this
both
little
of you,
girl
let
who
me
was
just say,
very, very nice
let me
and
just
a
say
child.
to both of you that I've only got about a minute and a half to go, and the reason you came on today was because you didn't think everyone's going to agree with you.
No, and you don't
Surely.
even know about the pictures.
No, but this is why we're discussing them.
Excuse me, you know nothing about the pictures, and it's quite shocking that the media only portray half the story. You know nothing about my story. I'm actually fighting an international domestic violence campaign.
Not with your daughter?
Yes, I am,
With
because actually one of the world's leading charities at this moment in time has put out a statement to the press saying that everyone should know about domestic violence because it affects children, and that is why crime scene tape was used in that picture.
But anybody watching this programme will ask you, that's wonderful, and that's very great that you're doing all of that, it's fantastic, but how are we spending £30,000 on an 8-year-old's birthday party doing anything to help all of the things that you've just talked about?
I'm going to say something to you. Don't be gel, be ream.
OK, I didn't understand that, but that's OK.
Well, no, you probably wouldn't. I thought you were a parenting expert, and I would have thought if you had children, you would actually know about that expression.
If we all set our children up on this level of expectation of thinking that this is what is valuable in life, this is what's important in life, she is going to fall down at some point, and all of our children would. And she's 8 years old. I have an 8-year-old climbing trees.
We have to stop right now.
What makes you think my daughter
And let's hope that what you do teach is that your daughter to debate without losing her temper, which would be great. Back after the news.
Thank you.